exciting today, hopefully. So I just got the word. I'm nowhere near as involved or at all, really, as I used to be in the Reaper development, and just got the word that Reaper 7's out. But here we go. This is actually Reaper 6 right here, so I'm going to go grab Reaper 7. So here we go. Here's the page. We'll take a look at the what's new in a second. I'm going to grab it now. And let's see. Let me make sure I got everything going correctly. Not sure why Instagram doesn't seem to be going right. Let me know if you're hearing me on Instagram, and let me know. Let me just restart Instagram. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, here we go. I'm installing it. Ooh. Oh, I have reroute open. Shoot. Okay. How can I? Well, that wasn't smart. All right. I am going to ignore that reroute is getting changed, and I'll deal with that later. Here we go. Yeah, I'm actually using reroute on OBS for some reason. I thought I wasn't, but apparently I am. So, it says Reaper 7 old license. I have to ask for a new license. Wow. It's been a while. It's been a very long while. We'll see. All right, I guess I'm going to have a nag screen for a little while. I haven't talked to Justin in a couple of weeks. Still evaluating. Wow, you going to do that to me, huh? All right, let me just make sure it's running like it should be.
More than I can. Should I stay? Conscience ways. Head in my hands. Out to dry, but I know why. This is goodbye. I don't wanna see you. Get up and walk away. You're out to dry.
Okay, so it looks like it's working. Let's see if let's take a look at what is new. Okay, so all right, so here we go. Reaper 7 contains many under-the-hood optimizations and improvements in addition to the many items listed in the full changelog. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. As always, we will continue to introduce improvements, optimizations, fixes, and major new features throughout the version 7 release cycle. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna read for what we got here. Okay, so track lanes uses lanes to manage takes, layer sounds, assemble alternate track versions, or store playlists. Tracks can be used as a creative tool and organizational aid, or both at the same time. We've always had lanes. What is that about? Hold on. I just gotta send some pictures real quick. So we'll take a look at the lanes in 1 second. I mean, we've always had lanes, so we'll see what's different here. 1 second. Okay. Okay, so track lanes. Let's look at this real quick. So do I have anything with takes? Or actually, we had takes before. So let's see. Let me see if it works the same way. So, what are these little dots right here? Okay, take. So see, we used to have takes. You could implode into takes. Where's lanes? Lanes. I don't see any lanes. We're gonna have to figure all this stuff out. There's so much stuff. Implode tracks into takes. But that's not lanes. What are lanes? Video lanes here? Virtual spacer? What in the world is that? Insert space before and after tracks. Let me see what that does. Oh, that's cool. You can make little. Is that new? Oh man. All right, hold on. Insert new track. Fixed item lanes. Okay. What does that mean? Oh, there we go. Rename lane. Insert empty lane at bottom. So can I drop these in the lane? How do you add stuff to the lane? So it looks like takes, but apparently it's not. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Oh, well, I pasted in there. I wonder why I can't drag him in there. Okay, so what does this mean? So I'm going to solo this. Okay, so that seems to pick the lane. So the difference between takes is it's just completely. This may as well be another track. Oh, that is cool. Well, we'll see how that goes. I mean, look, yeah, hey Tony. The funny thing is for me, I don't as much stuff as I asked for at the beginning to be included. I really use Reaper pretty simply. I do a lot of drum editing stuff, but even that, I don't do like crazy. I don't really make use of a lot of the power this thing has. Let me I'm sure Kenny's gonna have a video where it's gonna show everything. Oh, okay. Justin just said he sent me a license. Hold on, let me see. Give me 2 seconds here. Let me see where he sent it. Oh, right there. Yay, okay. Let's try it. Options, preferences. License. Okay, select the key, including both cut lines. Help about. Okay. Why would it say still evaluating? Okay. Let me try this again. Yeah, it says valid through 8.99. Why would it say still evaluating? Okay. I'm just being dumb. Let's try this again. Let me pop this back open. Oh, there we go. Okay. Awesome. Not that that matters so much, but. Okay. Let's look. Yeah, if anybody knows, and I'm just kind of clicking around, let me know because I don't understand how some of this works. Okay. I'm excited to hear my man Kenny talk about the little nooks and crannies of the update that most regular users would miss. Yeah, Kenny does things in a very different way too, which is really cool. Okay, let's see. Swipe comping. Okay, this is something people have been asking about since version 1. I just do like this checkerboard take thing, and I really don't do that much of it. I think Red and Roll really made a couple videos to show how this could have been like, she's 2009, 2010. It says, select the best parts of multiple takes to create one ideal composite take, or multiple alternative composites. A highly flexible new system that supports one-click A/B comparison. Nice. Customizable crossfades, recording and editing media while comping, and even building comps from other comps. Okay, I am very unlikely to understand much about this at all, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to implode these takes real quick. Implode items across tracks into takes. Okay, here we go. So now, used to be Control L. Yeah, it shows me all the takes. So this isn't looking the way this picture is looking. Okay, let me see why. So there it's showing like take 1, take 2. You know what? Do I need to change to a new default theme? Hold on. Theme. Okay, so here's the new default theme. So I see a dot right here. What does that dot mean? Yeah, Tony, do you know why I'm not seeing these this one has, okay, comp. See, you know, this is the RTFM, right? Let me just take a look real quick. Okay, take. That's maybe it's in actions. Let's see. Show action list. Comp. Comp takes. Choose active comp for item. Comp list, active comp. No idea. All right, that's going to be something we got to read up on. Yeah, thank you anyway. I have no idea. Effects containers and parallel routing. Build, store, and recall self-contained effects chains, including complex routing, configurable parameter mapping, route multiple plugins, including effects containers in parallel. Okay, so this is, I don't know if you guys are running, you know, we did a lot of like live stuff to use Reaper as a live pedal board. I think I called it like Reaper Live Pedal Board Project. It's looking like this might be a simpler way to do like Gig Performer type of stuff. Not that if you like Gig Performer, you shouldn't buy Gig Performer, because that's actually a really, really cool product. Let me just throw a couple recomps on here. All right, let me get recomp and re-EQ. I suppose if I right-click them, Add container. Okay, and I can put these guys into the container, I think. Is that how that works? Move effects to container. So these containers have one plugin a piece. Again, that's something I'm going to have to look at. So okay. So the plugin itself has the plugin pin connectors, right? Let's do a bunch of track channels real quick. Channel 26. I know you guys don't want to see me doing this on the fly, right? But sorry, because that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to do 14 track channels. So here we go. Okay, so here's the container and the plugin. So the container and the plugin can run on different pins. I suppose that's going to mean we can do like some crazy routing matrices and stuff out of here, which will be really cool. You have to use the add button within the container to add plugins. Okay, so if I go to the container, add recomp, I'm still in this container, add. Oh, it's like a whole new browser window, huh? Cool. And then you still got your per plugin pin selector, but the entire container has a pin. You know, we're working on a plugin that's going to let you do a lot of this like modular routing and stuff. But again, man, Reaper just kind of has it all. Okay. Let's look at. Okay, more track channels and add MIDI I/O. Track support up to 128 channels each. MIDI routing supports up to 128 buses. What did we have before? 64 track channels? Hardware support for up to 128 MIDI input and 128 MIDI output devices. As always, there are no limits on track count, sends, receives, effects, rescripts, etc. Keyboard and mouse override. Switch between multiple sets of fully customizable keyboard shortcuts and or mouse modifier behaviors. Give me 1 second. Hello, Kylo Music School. Hello. 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 You called me. Never mind. All right. Okay, so switch between multiple sets of fully customizable keyboard shortcuts and or mouse modifier behaviors. Instantly change keyboard and mouse setups for different workflow context for simplicity and efficiency. So before, what I always did was options, preferences, and then I would have different configurations. It was like my keyboard shortcuts. This looks different. I guess they changed this. And I would just switch out depending if I was tracking or editing, which is kind of a pain. I think this lets you do it without having to switch all that, because there's always a risk when you're doing the exports and imports. Usability improvements, customizable track spacers. We just saw that. Arrange, view, zoom, scroll improvements. MIDI editor, CC, lane, vertical, zoom, scroll, and pitch wheel snap. Nice. That's all. I'm not very good with the MIDI, but that's always been kind of crampy. Hopefully that fixed that. MIDI editor, coloring improvements, customizable animated toolbar buttons, configuration, import, export improvements. Plug-in gain reduction metering. Wait, on what? That's got to be just for included plugins, right? ARA edit pooling. I wonder what that does. I better look at that. Video support in background projects, video color space improvements, import, export support for RAW, PCM, and Sound Designer 2 file formats, up to 48 customizable floating toolbars. I see people who do crazy stuff with toolbars, so 48 though, man. You seriously going to keep track of that in your brain? JSFX compile time macros and configurable parameters, hundreds of other refinements. Yeah, see, like Razor edits, that was back, they added that in 6 point something. I still have no idea what, I don't use them. Relimit. I never used relimit yet. Let's take a look at relimit. Throw this. I'm just gonna loop a section here. Oh, why isn't that?
Hard to breathe with your hand. Squeezing harder. All my steps I retrace. Try to find
Yeah,
out.
sad. I haven't even looked at
Did I
relimit.
step out of place? Guess we'll find out. Like a dead weight in I'm underwater. Hard to breathe with your hand. Squeezing harder.
Oh, that's cool.
All my
graphic.
steps.
So you see, it shows what it was before and what it is now. Constant gain. What does constant gain do? Hold on.
Hard to breathe with your hand. Squeezing harder. All my steps I retrace.
So is constant gain just not auto makeup gain compensation? So that's fine with me. No, this is Connor Purrington of I'll show you. It's a band called, well, he's got a bunch of bands, but I think this one is Kill Tuco. Let's see. Yeah, this is Kill Tuco. That's it's a band, local band from Hawaii. One of the guys in there is a teacher here at the school. Let's see, they do kind of like hipstery stuff, but they also do like surfy stuff. They do a lot of stuff. Now, one I think it was Halloween. One Halloween they got to play Waimanalo, which is like if you don't live here, it used to be a very rough place. Like these are the whitest dudes you could imagine, and they go and play this like hardcore like local Hawaiian show for Halloween, and so they did like really funny dress up, and they didn't get beat up, and they ended up liking them, which was really cool. Let's see. So I'm just trying. So I think constant gain just means that it's not doing the automatic gain compensation. But let me take a look.
Hard to breathe with your hand. Squeezing
So
hard.
that must be the gain reduction
All
there.
my steps I retrace. Try to find
Brick
out.
wall ceiling. Let's see.
Did I step out of place? Get
So if this it looks like it's got some latency, which is probably fine for mixing, but if you notice what I just did, the brick wall ceiling, just pulled it down. So if you really just want to do a drum clipper, this is even easier to do than recomp. But unfortunately, it's got some latency, but it may not matter. I mean, if you're mixing, it can matter. Release. Oh, so there's low latency as well. Let's see what that is. 57 instead of 480 or whatever. I don't think it matters if you're mixing.
hard to breathe with your hand. Squeezing harder. All my steps I retrace. Try to find out. Did I step out of place? Guess we'll find
That's
out.
really cool
Like
graphics.
a dead weight in I'm underwater.
So the ceiling is tracking the threshold.
Your hand. Squeezing harder. All my steps I retrace. Try to find out. Did I step out of place? Guess we'll find out. Like a dead weight.
Wow, that doesn't sound anywhere near as bad as it should, right? I am hammering this.
Your hand. Squeezing harder.
I mean, you can hear it.
Steps I
It's not really distorted. Let me try it in low latency mode.
Try to find out. Did I step
Yeah, that's what I expect.
Guess we'll find out. Like a dead weight.
Even that's not as bad as I expected.
Underwater. Hard to breathe with
Yeah,
your
release.
hand.
Let's let's do something better.
Squeezing harder, all my steps I retrace.
That's just nowhere near as distorted as I'd expect. Okay, let's look at the yeah, I know you guys think I know all this technical stuff. I really don't. Let's see. So this update is called Several People Are Typing. Okay. So this lanes comping thing, this is what I'm wondering, but the lanes and the take, like what's the distinction there? Okay. Support fixed lane tracks to arrange media items in fixed lanes. What does that mean? Support setting individual lanes to playback or not playback. Okay. Support automatically recording overlapping media to separate lanes, either layered, multiple lanes, playback at once, or not. Only the last recorded lane plays back. V6 option for overlapping recording to create new media items is replaced by the option to add lanes. So what is it? So takes and lanes, these are two different things now. Like it's I'm trying to separate them in my head. So some GUI stuff. Support adding lanes by dragging media to a hashed parking area, automatically removing empty lanes. Support naming individual lanes. Thank you. Reordering fixed lanes by dragging lane buttons up and down. Oh man, I really want to understand these lanes. Okay, let me explode these takes. Take. Explode all takes to new tracks. Okay, so now I have a bunch of these. So if I want to do lanes, yes, lanes, not takes. Okay. What is this? What is this button? Okay, hold on. I want to know what this button is. I didn't see it in the thing. I'm going to have to watch some Kenny videos for sure. Where are my... Okay, there's my crossfades. What is this button? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm looking for lanes. Comps. Save as new comp. No. Lanes. She saw I could put it in here. Fixed item lanes. What does that mean? Oh, there's the parking area he was talking about, right? Okay, here we go. Okay, now, you see, before I had... Okay, I'm holding control, so I can play all three at once. Let's try that. And if I just click one of them, it's just going to play the one. What about if I click shift-click? Okay. Okay, so... Add actions to explode items and lanes to tracks. Implode items across on tracks to lanes. I didn't see that. I guess that must be in the actions menu. Let's take a look. Actions list. Go to lane. Let me try across. Okay, implodes selected items across tracks to one fixed lane track. I would think this would be in the right-click menu. What is that little funny? What is this? What is this tool? I don't know you, tool. Where are you? I don't know what that tool is. Split comp area here. Delete comp area, but not media item. Add comp area. Interesting. Here, 1 second. Hello? Hey. No, we're doing a show here at the school. Yeah. Yeah, I was still waiting to hear anything coherent back from them. They were saying like the band was bringing their own sound system, and then they were going to get back to me, and then I never got any kind of confirmation. Yeah, they said the band themselves were bringing a PA system, or yeah, I had no. Remember, I was sending you a thing like I'm like, what are these guys saying? I don't get it. Yeah, crap. I have no idea. Uh, yeah, no. Saturday I'm definitely busy. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let me check back with the person who sent me because they. Oh crap! Yeah, do you remember I sent you the thing? They said they were bringing a whole PA system, and you're like, "Oh, they don't have a PA system. What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Okay, yeah." It was really ambiguous. Remember they were saying like, what was the band? Yeah. Uh, wait, that's the one where they're gonna have the DJ and then the drag show and everything else, right? Yeah. Yeah, let me see if I can even find it in my messages because it was what was the name of the band? That's the band that Nisha 9 or something. Yeah, BET. Yeah, they said BET has their own system and all that stuff, and then Nick told you, and you're like, all right, yeah, let me check. Let me check. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take care of it. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
One of these days I
Oh, okay.
will change my number. All of these things I can't unremember. To be frank, actions say all the I can. Should I stay? Conscience ways. Head in my hands. I'm too dry, but I know why. This is goodbye. I don't wanna see you get up in one of these days. find out your fucking name. We know we will. We'll repeat out another day. Another. We'll repeat out another day. Like a dead weight, and I'm underwater. Hard to breathe with
Sorry.
your
There's always
hand.
something going on over here. This
Squeezing harder.
recording studios.
All my
Live sound
steps
industry in Hawaii
are
is nuts right now.
Try to find
Only
out.
one track. Only a dB meter on the master track. There's only one track playing printed version. Hold on. What do you see? Oh yeah. See, I like to see the numbers on here. Where is that? That's the what do you call it then? The theme, not the theme tweaker. It's the theme adjuster. I think. Let's take a look. Theme manager, is this the right thing right here, or I want to use something else? So I want the numbers back on the individual track meters. Custom color track labels. Yeah, this used to have like a TCP and a, didn't it? Like there was, you could choose like TCP, MCP settings. Let me go. Let's see. Theme manager. Where is it? Theme. It's theme adjuster. And there's theme tweaker. Is that the one? This one right here. Okay. Text brightness, custom color. Yeah, there used to be a. Yeah, see. Yeah, I'm trying to get it the way I had it too. Global settings. Yeah, this is different. This is let me go to the, it's not a tweaker, right? No, it wasn't in here. Remember it had the one where it would hide or show it would show or hide different controls depending on, if you were in recording mode, or I swear that was the theme adjuster. Yeah, it used to be in here. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know jack about jack anymore. Talk this script. Oh, no, I did not want to do that. Undo that. Okay. Yeah, this used to be a drop down right here. Hold on, let me ask Justin. Oh, default 6. That's not what I want. Why is it the default 6 theme adjuster? Where's the default 7 theme adjuster? Oh man. Yeah, I see. This is a problem. Continue scrolling. Theme. Let's look in theme for options. Why is it doing this for when I typed in theme? Why? Something seems wrong. Yeah, why is it, man? All right. New theme adjuster by white tie. Where is that? Or are you just saying there should be a new theme adjuster by white tie? Or there actually is one? Show theme adjuster. Oh, it's giving me the same one. There is one on the Reaper form, but shouldn't there be one already? I mean, what are you supposed to use for what's here? Like, you should be able to adjust the VU meters here, right? They can't possibly have made it impossible to adjust it from the regular stuff on the program, right? Let me see. Okay, sorry, I'll go there. I mean, is that for version 7? On the new theme though, I mean, if I go to my 6.0 theme, I can see it, but what about the 7.0 theme? So you see it, I can see it here. Watch. So I'm fine here. But I'm trying to use this new theme. So this is default 7 right here. There's got to be a way to. There's no new theme, I don't think. This is the new theme right here. Right? It says default. And this the volume knob looks different. Where's pan? Hey, where's the pan control? Come on, man. All right. Seriously. Let me see what the MCP looks like. Okay, there's a pan on the MCP. You have the pan on your default 7? I have pan on my. Let's see. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, so I go to the default 6, and then I go to the theme adjuster. Look at that. I get all these controls. I can show or hide the pans. I can show and hide the meter stuff. I can do all this fun stuff. Right? But if I go to, how do you have it on the track? Okay, I'm going to start a new project. Okay, go to Reaper Farm, Reaper pre-release discussion. Okay. Oh, default 7 theme adjuster. Okay, please tell me this is going to come with the program eventually, right? Nobody should be downloading theme tweakers. This is going to be a... Okay, look. For pretty much all of Hawaii right now, I am the Reaper guy. And the thing where you got to show and hide elements is so painful to the new users. Like, I'm hoping that this thing comes with it. Yeah. See, Nugs and Mugs is saying this. The downfall of every DAW major revision release, moving options that don't need to be moved. I mean, are the options even there though? Like, it looks like I got to pull this thing. So I'm gonna pull this script. Choose options, show Reaper resource path, Explorer Finder. Oops. Scripts. Yeah, this is not something I want anybody doing over here right now. This is terrifying. Please tell me that the theme adjuster is going to come with the next version of Reaper. Okay. Actions. New action. Load rescript. Yeah, this is going to be a nightmare. This is not what I want to tell new users to be doing. Whoa. Okay. Let me pull up a simpler project. This is colored like I'd color it. What happened to white tie? This is not how white tie normally thinks. He would yell at me for stuff this bright. All right. It's like 7 years that I'm using Reaper, and this is the first time they remove something that I need. Yeah, what in the world? God, this is nuts. So look, this is what happens. People around here, they want to get recording. They download Reaper because a lot of the guys around here are using it, and then if they're on Mac, they can't figure out how to get the Mac to allow them to use their microphone. It's like a security thing. We get that through that. But something like this, like a lot of times they ask, hey, where's my, well, actually by default, this is letting me choose the tracks, but where's my pan control? So by default, you know, this input chooser is hidden, which is, I guess, fine. Where's the polarity switch? Okay, let's make 50% of the people mad. Where's the phase switch? And the other 50% are going, you mean polarity, man. Okay, whatever. But where is it? Okay. Let's see. Okay, track control panels. Let's just look. It's actually cool. Divider option. So there's the polarity switch. What does this do? Okay, so this moves it from place to place, but I don't see it. Oh, okay, hold on. All right, here we go. Label block, don't hide. Record monitor. You could hide that if not armed. I guess that's fine. No. Give me my pan control back. Thank you. There we go. Envelope controls. Yeah. See, I don't care about his mixer's visual. Phase. Ooh, he called it phase still. Okay. Who's going to get mad about this, man? Come on. Send every email to, was it Justin? AskJF.com, whatever. It says phase, not polarity. So somebody's going to have to die. Just installed it today and all the controls in the TCP. What? What? In the world? My Siri is like possessed. I didn't even say Siri. Did I say Siri? I didn't say Siri. Okay, so slow down is saying I just installed it today and all the controls in the TCP are still there. They're there for me if I'm in default 6, but change to default 7 real quick and see what happens. Yeah. So yeah, so this it still says phase. I know people are gonna lose their minds because it says phase instead of polarity. Man, this was like no joke, almost to the forum banning level on Reaper pre-release over this back in like the before version 1, I think. Okay, so if not armed, I don't really mind this stuff, but I mean, when the noobs see this, if they don't have this theme adjuster on here, like if you install brand new Reaper and you're completely wiped out and you've never had Reaper before, is it going to have this default 6 theme on there? Because that's terrifying. I don't know. Did I stop saying it? Sorry, I'm kind of ramble. The people here, they're going to grab Reaper. They're just going to run it, and they're not going to see stuff they need to see, and this would be bad. I changed the default 7, still there. I bet they would release a few more updates sooner to fix bugs. Yeah, I mean, it's not like this is the buggiest software. And Justin goes so fast. Let me just ask real quick, just see if they said anything to say about it. On the other hand, the way it was installed by default, if they're used to using the pans, fine. I don't like it. So I guess I could tell them the way it was so that the pans are gone. So if I were to tell them just turn off the mixer. Okay, wait a second. So right now there's no pan, right? So if you close the mixer, now you got a pan control. Maybe we're okay. Well, I'll try and remember that because inevitably in the next couple of days people are gonna be calling down here. We're gonna have to figure this out. Okay. But this actually looks very cool. I don't mind this new theme. We'll see about the colors and stuff. I always have trouble getting the colors right for drum editing and everything. We'll see how that is. My thing is, you see the selection right here? This light colored selection, you just can't see it on this white background. So is this the selected track? It is because it's white. Okay. But was this a selected area of the selected track? I can't tell. That's something I'd really like to get down. Yeah. So you Nugs and Mugs say it's probably best to just have folks use version 6 theme till something changes, if that's available. But even then, I'm gonna have to tell them go to options theme. Oh, I should remember it. Okay, let's look at what else is in that change log. So this lanes thing, there's so much to it. This is cool. Display media item, volume knob, effects button, mute button by default. Don't care. Midi editor defaults to 1 editor per project. Okay. You're still using this. I'm pretty much using the version 5 theme too. But mine is actually 6, but I have it modded very close to 2 and 5. I know 2 is going way back. Okay, let's look at the effects because I heard something from Dawbench. They were talking. I think they were mentioning some of this Reaper pre-release stuff. So it says Support processing multiple plugins in parallel. Support effects containers, subchains of effects within configurable input-output processing channels. Sizes, configurable parameter mappings. Container support configurable channel feedback. That'll be fun. Container support internal modulation of parameters using parent modulation automation as baseline for any container local modulation. I love all this sidechain stuff, but you know, is it going to be like the EDM guys are really going to make the most of this? Because I'm pretty happy with the way it was. I was getting there. Flush plugin buffers when bypassing VST or clap plugins. Always run track effects while track effects while playback is stopped if the UI is visible. Interesting. I wonder if that's an option. I just have it UI visible or not. I don't care. Have it on. Always run input effects if the UI is visible. Optionally run effects when muted if the UI is visible. Fix many last touch parameter actions to work with per take input effects. Show more descriptive names for track take channels and pin connector dialog. That can help. Support parameter modulation for input effects. One thing that I'd love to do is just have a flush buffer. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but like let's say you're about to render a mix and you were playing the track before, and then you render it, you listen to the file, and before the song even starts, you have some like reverb and delay things playing out. It's because the buffer's not flush, so you see a lot of guys that'll have like a separate region at the end of like let's say this is your song over here, this part. You'll make a region over here, double click it, and play it for a second to clear the buffers before you do the rendering, which I would just like to. That's something that always bugged me. I don't know if it's something that gets you guys, but it always bugs me. Okay, API rescript. I don't care about this too much. I'm gonna look at this ARA. See MIDI. I can't tell if MIDI is good or bad. Okay, media items. Allow mouse editing take markers by clicking anywhere within the text as well as on the marker itself. That makes it a little bit easier. Avoid snapping to a grid point that is in a different direction from the mouse move. Avoid snapping to a grid point that is in a different direction from the mouse move. Interesting. Oh, yeah, there's like that little bounce thing that used to happen. I wonder if that's to get rid of that. Do not auto scroll when adjusting media item contents. Yeah, thank you. I'm sure we all have our own workarounds for dealing with that one, but getting rid of it is good. Improve interactions between auto crossfaded project settings and crossfade preferences when trimming content behind media item edits. Limit overlap and crossfade when splitting at time selection or razor edit. Improve multiple selection behavior when editing crossfade or shared media item edges. Limit crossfade edits consistently when moving left or right. I wonder what that means exactly. Unless that means that so it doesn't bump you into like 4 of them while you're moving one of them. Show special cursor when mouse is over lower half of media item and user defined mouse modifiers. So the way I have mine set up, and you guys might have this too, is something I really like from Samplitude. So if I go to the top half of the media item, like it's just your regular thing, click it, do your crossfades, whatever, split, everything just works, right? Oh, so this button means it's the selected one, maybe. Now by default, down here on the bottom half would do the same thing, but mine I have it made to set time selection. So top and bottom half do different things here. So this thing show a special cursor. Mouse is over lower half, but I think I'd always had that one. Maybe not. Show tooltip when hovering over pooled MIDI button. Store fade in, fade out length with greater precision in project files. Thank you. Support healing items even if one or both contains empty takes. Support healing splits. Don't care. Don't care. Okay. Envelope colors preferences, nice. Item fade defaults, loop defaults. ARA preferences. Ooh, let's look at there. Okay, hold on. Preferences. Yay, okay. We don't have much in pool ARA edits for all copies. Same source media by default. Individual media item takes can be removed or returned to the ARA edit pool using actions, or the pooled edit button can be optionally displayed for each take. See preferences, appearance media. So I wonder, okay, one of the things is, let's say you're doing ARA like Melodyne or something. You tune your vocals up, and then you want the same tuned vocals on the choruses. Is that what this pooled edits is going to help with? Because right now you'd have to render it and move it over there, or do each one by itself. Let's see, new scrub. Zoom and scroll preferences page. Add button to preferences, project, open project settings dialog. We already have that. Add preferences for default fixed lane track configurations, big, small lanes, etc. I really got to get into these lanes. Add preferences for crossfade behavior for various contexts. Look, I mean, this is so much stuff, man. This lanes and takes thing, this is big. And it's going to take me a while before I figure out how to do this at all. I'm actually fine with how I work right now in the takes and lanes or whatever that is. But, you know, who knows? It could be just so much better. So Focus 2341 is saying this is just dropped today. I just booted up Reaper for the first time in a couple weeks. I'm out of the loop. Hey, believe it or not, I was watching the pre-development, but I didn't know it was dropping today. I just saw a thing from Kenny. Yeah, I'm so out of it now. Like, you know, I not, you know, I have my own company now. Not that we make DAWs. I mean, Reaper's still my baby. Okay. Okay, here we go. ARA. Support pooling edits by source media so edits can automatically affect all media items that share the same source media. Yes. Okay, perfect. So this is what I'm talking about. So if I have a chorus now, can I copy and yeah. Okay, let's try this real quick. I'm not really sure, but let's say this is a chorus.
I need a little sunshine.
Okay. So how do I pool? How does the pool work? I'm gonna right click this. No idea. Well, let's just say I enabled pool. So I'm gonna take this one, take this chorus vocal. Then I'm also gonna copy it over here at the end. So I'm gonna use the same one. And if this works the way I think it does, just gonna put I'm hoping this does what I'm think it's saying. I'd be very happy. So let's
I need a little sunshine. Need a little love.
okay, so let's do something crazy to it. I'm gonna like chipmunk it.
I need a little sunshine.
Okay, so we know that's screwy now. So is this one pooled with that, or do I have to tell it is? Let's see.
I need a little sunshine.
Ooh, it is. Okay, awesome. Okay, this was something that was such a pain. Like you'd have to do your chorus, then render the thing, and then if you had to change it later, you're screwed. Now I could just do it, and it'll affect them all. This is awesome. All right, that is a huge workflow saver for me right there. You guys see what that did? So I only had to edit this one.
I need a little sunshine.
Or let's Darth Vader it.
I need a little sunshine.
And then here's this other one. So I'd copied this one over here, so it's a pooled item.
I need a little sunshine.
And it's doing it to that one as well. Oh, sorry, I'd moved it in Melodyne. That is a massive time saver. This is one of the things that may not matter to most people at all, But that is huge for me. Thank you so much. That is absolutely awesome. All right, so support pooling or not pooling ARA edits by default. Old projects will always load with edits unpooled. Pooled edits will not be preserved when loading a project created with Reaper 7 into an older version of Reaper. Ooh, there's so little of Reaper that is not completely like forward compatible. It's all backward compatible, probably always will be. But this is one of those things you can't just go back. Interesting, but you know, who cares? Display pooled edit button for media items that share ARA edits. Okay, I want to see that. Pooled, oh, there it is right there. Okay, ARA edits are pooled with other media items. Isn't that awesome? Oh, now I just unpooled it? Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, right now. Okay, right now it's super low. I'm gonna make it so that it's super high now. Okay, here's the one that. Yeah, it's become unpooled. How do I repool it? Is that a term? Repool. Item settings. Do you see it? Not there. Not there. I'm not sure. So if I select them both, can I? Yeah, I had unpooled it. Let's just undo. Now it's pooled again. I just undid. So now these should be the same. Yeah, that's the same. How would you repool? Is that even a thing? Interesting. So I'm not sure if you can, but you can definitely unpool them. Okay. Okay. Support pooling or not pooling. Display pooled edit button for media items that share ARA edits. Pooled media behavior. List, analyze media files and pooled, unpooled count in effects plus menu. Not sure about that. Add actions to select media items with pooled ARA edits. Remove items from the edit pool. Return items to the edit pool. Okay, so I'm going to take this off again. Go to actions. Okay, item. Return active takes to ARA edit pool, repool. Okay, let's make sure that's right. Okay, that worked. Okay. Probably want it in the right click menu. Yeah, we'll see. I can see a lot of people changing their speed menus a lot coming up here. Okay. Improve stability of ARA edits when editing media items. Add action to color all takes that share the same source media with the same color. Nice. Add action to select all media items that use the same source media. That's interesting. So I can see, like, I think you can already do that in Ableton, right? Is that true? That's something really handy for placing samples and stuff. Add meta actions to allow running some actions in background object to have context. Store descriptive commands about shortcuts in Reaper key map. Add options button to action window. Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I really got to learn those lane things. That really looks really handy to me, and I don't know for sure how to use them. I'm just barely touching it right now, but I'm telling you that pooled ARA is going to make such a huge difference to me. We're working on our own tuner, vocal tuner plugin, and that was one of the things that we were going to include was internal pooling. I guess. Well, I still probably have to for other DAWs, but yeah, not for Reaper. Again, if everybody just used Reaper on this planet, everything would be good. There'd be no conflicts in the Middle East or whatever. Right. Add menu items to import, export, reset, clear keyboard shortcuts for the current section. So I wonder if that's related to that where you could just change key command profiles. That was really interesting. Improve MIDI device preferences pane. Is this what they're talking about? Not sure. Okay, render. Okay, so here's the terrifying part of your project at the very end where you gotta get ready to send it out to the client and you gotta do all this crazy stuff. Let's see what they've put in store for us here. Inform user when saved render format is not available. Fix persistence of preference to embed XMP markers. Respect preference to close render window when done. Thank you. Even when normalizing, but leave the window open when dry run rendering, regardless of the preference. Support forcing mono, stereo, multi-channel render for master mix region render matrix. Support rendering raw PCM Sound Designer 2, including sidecar description file. Let's see, Thomas wants to get on here. Let's see. Let him on. Who's this? Nada.
Hey,
Welcome
what's
aboard.
up?
Hey. Are you running Reaper 7?
Yeah, but I cannot find the DB meter.
Where was the DB meter before?
On each tracks.
So you're talking about so you're using the version 7 theme?
Yeah, I cannot find it.
So if I play this here, like this meter right here, you're not seeing?
Yeah, I'm seeing it, but I don't see the DB.
Yeah, like the markings and everything?
Yeah, exactly.
So if I go to 6,
yeah, here it
then we see everything, right?
Yeah.
So if I go, I'm gonna go back to the default 7, and then what's it? It was the theme adjuster script thing. Yeah, right here, default theme. Let me see if we can even see it on there. Did you check this and see if you could make that happen?
No. I didn't install the plugin.
I don't even. Oh, here we go. Okay, meter border, meter values. Look, it's checked. What? Hold on.
I'm seeing that you have a hide red.
Yeah, so pan is hidden. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, there we go.
Where can I find this?
That is. That should. Honestly, that should come with Reaper. Period. Okay, so it's on Reaper forum, pre-release discussion. Right at the very top, it's one of the stuck ones. Default 7.0 theme adjuster. And then you download it and drop it in your scripts folder.
All right.
Reaper scripts. And then you go to actions and you add it as. See, look, this is. Man, I'm telling you, around here, two coconuts with a string tied together is like super high tech. So like when people go to jump on this DAW for the first time, they're gonna have to go dropping scripts and things and stuff like that. It's gonna be a problem. So I'm legit terrified right now. So hopefully I can tell them just switch to the default 6 theme. We'll get that thing running. Because this is scary to have to do this. But she would do new what is it? New action, new load rescript, and then you would drop.
Right.
You would tell it to do it there.
I'm gonna do it and have a nice day.
Okay, thanks you.
Ciao.
See ya. All right, so what else we got here? Yeah, it's just going to be the most awesome thing if we get Kenny on here. And I challenge anybody to tell me that Kenny isn't actually one of the original Jerky Boys. All right, so we get him to call up and tell us what all this stuff is. Yeah, hey, the track spacers look cool. So if you guys haven't seen this, so I found this, I think by accident. Right click, visual spacer, and then I'm going to do insert spacer before and after track. And you see that right there? Now, if you colored your tracks different, you'd really have an easy way to make like demarcations and stuff. It's actually really cool. I just love ergonomics. Like now, I don't have a camera going out into my studio right now, but if you could see it, all the mics are always just set up, and they might not be in the most optimal placement in the universe, but I would way rather be able to just hit a button and start recording and have the guy do a happy, good take than finagle it for so long that he's bored and he just wants to go home already. He's going to play crappy. So I love anything that's going to make it easier for you to work. Just give me that. Give me the ergonomics. All right. Go back to render. Support marker region wildcards consisting of separated name equals value pairs using marker name separator and region name separator. Track folders. Okay, so here's where people complain a lot about visuals, and let's see if any's got fixed. Add preference to hide tracks in a folder when the folder is fully collapsed. Okay, let's try that. Here's the fully collapsed folder. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, folder collapse button cycles, tracks, heights. Normal, small, hidden. Blammo. All right, now don't forget that you have tracks in there. See that? Normal. Okay, so normal, small, hidden. Now that's beautiful. Look at that. Now you might, somebody might actually forget where their tracks were, but as long as you see this arrow, I would like this arrow to be red and the other ones to be green or something, but that's handy. Because, remember before you would make it really small, but you still have this giant track because it had all those little itty bitty, hey, you don't like the volume knob that looks like a redo button? I just saw that now, so whatever. I'm really liking this folder hidden thing. Look at that. Look at that. So now you can have these giant things, and it takes up very little space. Whereas before, here, let me show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Option preferences, normal, small, collapsed. Okay, so before, and imagine that you have like a really big project here. So the smallest it was going to go is like this. And I know that's smaller, but if you had a pile of tracks here, that would actually get pretty big and ugly pretty quick. So that's actually really cool. So I'm going to change that preference back. I'm going to leave it there. Normal, small, and hidden. There we go. There's no reason for me to see them little itty bitty tracks anyways. Okay, what else? Oh wow, it's almost 3 o'clock here in Hawaii right now. God, man, time's flying. Who's my teachers are here already? Who's playing drums? I have no idea. Okay. Add option for Add options for track folder collapse buttons to cycle child track heights between various combinations: normal, size, small, collapse, and hidden. Add action to show hide children of selected folder tracks consistently refer to collapsed folders as collapsed rather than compacted. Add actions, menu items to move tracks to new or existing folder tracks. Thank you. Okay, so that's another thing. So if you got into a situation, see if I can think of one right now. Okay, let's say this Tom track's out of here. And you want to put it in here as the last one. Look, it just put it under the room. But no, I want it in here, but I want it as the last one. From what I see, when your folders are hidden, the little folder button is more saturated. Was that right? You could be right. I'm so bad at knowing the knowing that stuff. So maybe it's a separate icon. Let me see how this works. Add actions, menu items to move tracks to new or existing folder track. I want it to go to this existing folder track without becoming underneath the room. So let's see if it's on the menu item. Move tracks to folder, drum folder. There we go. Wait, where did it go though? It went to the top. What if I don't want it to go to the top of there? I mean, I can still do this, but let me pull that out again. Okay. Move track to folder. Well, it seems to put it in there or take it out, which is fine. It's just, yeah, we've had ones where, what was there's certain use cases where it's such a pain that I think this will help. It would be cool for the arrow to be more saturated as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to know if there's actually stuff under there. Maybe an empty and full icon. Gray out folder tracks and track context menu if all selected tracks are already within that folder. When inserting tracks after a folder whose children are all hidden, insert after children. Insert after children. Okay, hold on. So here's the Tom. I'm gonna collapse this folder. It said insert after children, but it inserted at the top. Oh well. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Add configuration for path to autosave unsaved projects, default to saving up to 50 times add projects and backups directory for new users. Thank you. That may be by default, so we don't end up losing stuff. Save timestamp backup projects to backups. Keep last X copies or X unique days of copies. Okay. Have you figured out the comping yet? I don't understand how it's different to normal takes. Nope. I haven't. I have no idea. I still don't understand the lanes. All right. I figured out a way to add them a little bit, but I didn't really get much. Effects oversampling. Add preference to use auto disable oversampling. I wonder how much we care with the CPU processing is getting more. I know we always want more horsepower, but support multi-line render metadata. Support unsynchronized lyrics metadata via ID3 and Vorbis tags. Interesting. I still don't know how to use Razor edits. So I know it's terrible. Like I'm supposed to be the Reaper guy, right? I don't know. I don't use half the stuff. I really. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to understand what's better about the Pro Tools takes. Look, I just make these checkerboard takes and all that works out fine for me. I hit, what I do is, let me see. All I ever end up doing for takes is, let's say, let's put these two takes on the lane. Actually, let's just do, let's put these into one take thing. Okay, implode take. Implode items across tracks into take. Okay, so I have this set, so if I hit a key command, I'm going to see all the lanes, or all the aren't lanes, right? These are takes. Let me remove Melodyne from here. Man, that pooled edit things is so awesome. Like, seriously, I think of so many projects it's going to save me hours on. But so, like, if I like this part, but I don't like that part, I'm going to split it. I'm going to find the one I like. Or I like that one. But, oh, man, this part right here sucks on this one. But it's okay on this one. And then I have them selected. Then when I'm done, I just hit the key command to put them all back together. I'm not sure what I need different. So I'm really going to, you know, I'll have a look at, when Kenny comes out with the lanes video, I'll go watch it. Okay, MIDI quantize. Oh, that's for somebody else above my pay grade. Okay, mouse modifier. So I use these a lot, especially for the stretch markers. And look, what I would like to hear is that we can have a lot more control over the size and color of stretch markers and somehow constrain it so you can only move them one way, or only horizontal, or only vertically, because right now it's kind of a nightmare when you're doing a lot of stretch marker editing across tracks. It is really, there's so much to it, man. Okay, hold on. Sorry, there's some more people calling for shows. Okay. I'm not too sure the differences in lanes comping. Me neither. But there's some kind of swipe thing. I remember Red and Roll like made this video like way early on. Like, I don't even know if it's Reaper 2 yet. And he made this like video that showed how it could be. Anyway, so I use a lot of mouse modifiers for stretch markers and things like that. And I'd really like ways to only be able to move a stretch marker this way or that way. And I really like it easier to grab. Let's see. Add multiple arrange view mouse modifier overrides sections to define new behaviors when left mouse dragging in arrange view. Set override A to marquee selection behaviors. Override B to raise red behaviors. Override C to comping behaviors. Override D to time selection behaviors. All are fully customizable, though. That sounds cool, but I'm going to have to figure this out. Yeah, you can change the colors of the stretch markers in the theme tweaker, but there's parts of it where it really wasn't all that helpful. So let's go to actions. So if I go to stretch, I don't know if they added more. Hopefully they did, but we can do the handles. There was some other part of it that I wanted to. Let's take a look. What in the world? Well, this is weird. This stretch marker is white rather than. Why isn't it red? Okay, so now it's red when it's. Okay, sorry, that's less than one. Okay, never mind. All right, so it's going to turn blue there. Yep, okay, there we go. So what I want to be able to do is to have it so I can't accidentally stretch one. Now it's not doing it. Like, this is killing me. Now it's doing what I want it to do. But oftentimes I'll end up stretching the wrong thing. I'll be going the wrong way. But, so let's say, so there's different things for, like, if I just want to move the stretch marker without stretching. See, control, that moves them both. Shift, alt shift, I think moves the, one of them moves the items under it. I don't know. I have so many mouse modifiers to on stretch right now. Take a look at that later. Sorry. Kind of overwhelmed right now. Add actions toolbar buttons to activate momentarily. Activate toggle clear mouse modifier overrides. Add menu action to export modifiers for the current context as a rescript. Nice. So if you really get your stuff down, you can just send it out as a script. Support user-defined custom toolbar button tooltip for a range view override context. That's the thing. Sometimes I make... let me show you. So if I go to... Is it custom? I make piles of my own, like, you know, actions and scripts and stuff. And half the time I don't even know what the hell they do. And so if I were able to have a tooltip over that, that'd be really handy. Like, you know, you make so many things, you can't remember them all. Let's go back up here. Project changing auto crossfade or overlapping recording options also sets default settings for new projects. Not sure about that. Add hours, minutes, seconds, frames if set as a secondary project time unit. Show play record indicators for background tabs. Oh, you know what I really wanted fixed? Hold on. So I was having problems having a minimum slice length here. Let's see, dynamic split. I have no idea if this got fixed or not. Let's make it so it does a lot of splits. I'm going to select both of these guys. So it's going to, sometimes you end up with, things are so loud that it's going to hit on both tracks. Like, let's see if I do it here. But they're actually going to be in two separate places. Sorry. See how they're slightly off from each other? See that right there? I would like to have a minimum time so that this doesn't add two of these. Just put stretch markers on one of these. All right, but right now it's going to put them so close together, so you're going to totally mess up. So before, I would say, give me a minimum slice length and a minimum silence length. And you would think that that would make it so that one of these guys isn't going to show. Let me click on reduce splits. Like, this should force it so that, you see how it disappeared for a second? Isn't that weird? So right here, it's disappeared. 543 milliseconds, that's a long time. Should... Will silence do anything? Yes, so silence isn't doing anything. But this time right here, what are we counting right here? 4 milliseconds? That's all this should be for minimum slice length. As soon as I go past like 4, that should disappear. But it's disappearing at around 500, and then it comes back. Like, why? That needs to be fixed. Points of transients. So yeah, I'd like to see that. I guess that didn't get fixed yet. Hopefully. All right, what's going on? Why is that disappearing? Okay. Oh, did I put it way down here? Sorry. Okay. Show play record indicators for background tabs. I know people are doing crazy stuff with multiple project tabs. That's probably going to help them. Add actions to reorder project tabs. In addition, actions to switch to specific or previously selected tabs. This is going to like turn Reaper into more of a performance tool, huh? Display loop counter during recording. Nice. Optionally apply auto crossfade when new recording overlaps existing items and adding takes. Optionally apply auto crossfade when loop punch recording and auto takes. Fix aligning takes when recording past starts in the middle of a loop section. Thank you. You guys know what that is, right? Let's try that. Let's try that and see See if it's actually what I think it is. Well, I think there's a live snare in my room right now. Let's check. Well, I might have to change my say kick. No, overhead, overhead, kick, snare. Something soloed. Well, that's the other thing. I want like Mackey's rude solo button. So if something's soloed, I swear something's soloed right now because I'm not getting the master. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, now they stopped hitting drums. Come on. Of course they did. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit record. Okay, so this is recording. I can never rely on the splitter, not reliable. So now if I select this take and I loop record and I start here, what's it gonna do? Nice. Okay, so now that one's got that split. Let's try the take two. Try take three. Okay, it makes a little bit more sense. Remember before you'd end up with those little like little chunks and pieces? I think that's the change they're saying. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but that looks like better behavior to me. Oh, okay. When loop recording, do not split recorded media even if a full loop pass was not recorded. All right, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to select that item. Do a loop recording. We'll let it go through once. I think they're teaching drums right now. Now here comes the second one. I was wondering how's that going to handle it. So you see it, they put the loop marker in there instead of the split. So if I did the previous take, it's got the whole thing. Nice. These are like quality of life improvements. This is actually really nice. Okay. Add support for customizable spacers between tracks. I wonder how customizable. Can you put a spacer and it has an arrow that says I'm with stupid? When multiple contiguous tracks are selected, spacers will be added at the start and end of the set. Nice. Support moving, copying track spacers with the mouse, dragging tracks to before or after within spacers. Nice. Some video stuff, Walter stuff. You guys really want to get into the Walter stuff? I'm sure you go to the theming forum. There'll be some nutty stuff on there. Support up to 128 channels per track, 128 channels of I/O per plugin. What was it? It was 64 before, right? Not 128. Track channels was like the most genius thing. I don't remember if that was me or Justin that came up with that, but that, you think about how far that went now. Probably Justin. Allow mapping reroute loopback devices as regular channels. Holy crap. Did you just end the whole trouble of putting audio between apps? So can I give like a Windows app a dummy audio output and then use that to get it in and out? Get rid of virtual audio cable and voice meter and all that? I don't know. Well, I'm going to do a whole video on that if that's the case, because that's huge. It's the kind of stuff like I got to give up 4 of my RME channels just to do loopback. Ugh. That would be unreal. We'll find out. This could be super. Okay, batch converter. Allow user entered file extension if it's compatible with the format. Correct extension handling when option enabled to overwrite source files. Clap plugins. You guys using any clap plugins yet? I still don't even know I haven't even seen one yet. I don't think we've made for clap format yet, but I think Dave said that we are gonna for our next plugins. Let's see. Let me take a look. Dave said, oh no, he didn't say anything about it. I gotta ask him again. Automatically scan Reaper resource path, fix recording automation in touch mode. Okay, because color theme, new default 7 theme. Okay, hold on. My teachers are all out there talking to each other. I'm not sure what's going on. Add preference theme element for small themed indicator on selected media items. I have add preference theme. Is that this thing? Is that this dot? Add theme elements for various fixed lane display features, buttons, text, etc. So we saw that when we were looking at those lane things. I mean, I'm still completely confused by these lanes. Hold on. So when I did the fixed lane, then drag this in there, then we get those buttons. I still don't know what the hell that means. Yuhi has clap. So I wonder if they're is Yuhi the one that made the drum trigger that I'm using now? Somebody else. Okay. Effects sidechain. Allow drag and drop sidechain creation to effects and containers floating windows. Nice. When creating sidechain via drag and drop to effects, always add route to new track channels. Reconfigure pin mappings for sidechain if effects has 4 inputs. Nice. Grouping add option enabled by default for track media item grouping to affect only items that start and end at the same time rather than any enclosed media item. Not sure I like that. Hold on. Okay, let me just make sure that these start at different times. So this is doing what I expect. What I don't want is this right here. Selecting one item selects group. How do I turn that off by default? Hold on, I'm going to open a new file. Okay, good. So that's gone. Okay. Sorry. I'm always thinking out loud. He makes Diva Synth. Okay. JSFX added external gain reduction meter to support reporting gain reduction to the host. Nice. Make output metering pre-wet dry delta solo. That'd be good for the noise stuff. Support plugin define compile time configuration parameters. Is it really compile? Loopback. Add audio loopback support for up to 256 channels. But that's not going to be, I mean, you still need your sound card to be able to do it for a lot of the functions, right? This is for something else. When recording from loopback, MIDI audio channels do not compensate audio device latency. Mac OS improved menu item modifier. Meters. Add per track option, display gain reduction from BST or JSFX plugins that report gain reductions to host. Which plugins do that? Is that part of the VST spec? Add gain reduction metering preferences in appearance track control panels. Nice. Multi-project. Care. Use project time offset to synchronize video and playback between project tabs. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that the extra project tabs can really do some cool stuff for performance. Like you're doing live performances, like a show. Remember, like really early on, like I'm thinking it was Reaper 3. I had a computer rack and we would have one of our kid bands out there playing through Reaper, and that was my mixing system. And like I had it all grouped, so if I hit I'd switch between clean and distortion by clicking things. So a laptop, a remote PC'd into a remote desktop, whatever, into the host computer, and used to use it for live performance. But a lot of these changes are going to make it way easier to do more live performance stuff like this multiple project tabs, easier way to switch between them and sync them. Okay. Add multi-mono and multi-stereo options for applicable pitch and time stretch algorithms. Support more than 48 channels with the last seek. Oh, I never knew there was a limit. Add actions to mark previous recordings for pass for deletion. Delete takes that are marked for deletion. Nice. Avoid potential crash when editing take markers and media item source file is not available. Okay, tempos and time signatures can be a nightmare when you're tempo mapping stuff. And let's see if they changed anything for that. Inserting time at start of project uses initial tempo marker rather than project tempo settings. Okay. If project time base for tempo time signature envelope is set to beats, action to insert time will preserve existing tempo time signature changes. Who knows? We'll see. Support for optional animation or blinking for toolbar buttons. Nice. This is going to start looking pretty. Automate ripple edit, mouse modifier, override toolbar buttons by default. Oh, okay. So Aaron A says, I just tried the FabFilter Pro C2 and the gain reduction meter feature works with Reaper. Okay, hold on. How do you enable the gain reduction meter? It's in that it's in the tweaker thing. You have to enable on the track. Okay. Oh, right here. Oh, nice. So I've been doing like a lot of live sound mixing lately, and like the mixing software that we use has like a thing like that for the gate and the compressor. All right. Now this is a very alpha version of this, so don't hate me. This GUI is gonna look awful. But let's see if ours does this. I don't think it would, but we'll see. Well, let me tell our coder right now. Hold on, sorry, teacher. Hey.
Okay, this is songs and stuff. Are you still playing, or
What is that?
the guys, you guys?
Yeah, what about it?
Want to try to play some songs and stuff. Sometimes beat.
You wanted you to get the.
No, I wanted to go through like his arm part.
Oh.
His part that he wrote.
Oh, for the bass part?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can print them out for you. Give me a second. Hold on, I'm finishing something.
Real bass part.
Oh, yeah. I'll print them out for you. Let's see. So. Yeah, it's not working on our plugins, but let me see if it works on somebody else's too. No, so I guess it's crazy that FabFilter got this early. I guess we got to do that too. Oh, sorry, I'm on the air. Okay. Hey. Where was I? Meters. Oh yeah, that was okay. Takes, add, take. Saw that one. Support optional animation. Yep, saw that. Okay, add support for measures beats as secondary time unit. Always treat 8-digit numbers as hours, hours, minutes, minutes, seconds, seconds, frames, frames. Do not try to style match tab child windows. Not sure what that is. Update manifest to declare UAC configuration and compatibility for Windows 8 Plus features. Whatever. Fix glitch at start of playback with take effects that use PDC. So that's when you insert click source. Dynamic split. Properly handle leading trailing pad when splitting group tracks. Okay, so they mentioned dynamic split, but they didn't put like you saw, I showed the error that's still going on there, same bug. Yes, effects, rescript video. I don't care. Keyboard. Add multiple alternate main keyboard sections. Add actions to switch between them persistently or momentarily. So that's interesting. You could have like a modifier to have new commands while you're using it just right away. You don't need to, like I was showing before, you had to reload the Reaper preferences. License, don't care. Add button to source properties, reload media after editing. Razor edit. Copy selected part of fade in, fade out if any part of the fade is included in the razor edit. Fix memory leak when exploding items. Update R8 brain free to version 6.3. Super 8 supports 1 to 48 channels. And reduce web server latency on the web control surface. All right, so there's tons of stuff to go through here. Hey Toby, this is Reaper 7 just launched, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh man, I really want to understand these lanes things, and I don't at all understand the swipe comp thing. And this has got 22 users, most people I've ever had live at one time. This is crazy, and I have nothing interesting to say this time. I don't even have any special guests right now. But yeah, I would love to know how that swipe comp thing actually works. So I'm gonna take off. Hopefully we'll see some videos from Kenny, and thank everybody who came by today. And you know what, if you get a chance, whatever channel you're on, I'm on a couple different YouTube channels here and probably Facebook and stuff. Please subscribe. I want to get to 666. I'm at 628 or something right now. So I'll see you guys later.